Hey y'all, it's Shania, and I'm back with another fro. Y'all like my hair? I'm so excited about my hair. I cut it off like 2 years ago, and it's flourishing. Like, if y'all are cosmetologists like me, y'all know that we'll cut this hair off in a minute. We'll cut it off from zero, so it can come back right. Listen, amen. Listen, the word for today, you guys, is talk to God like He your bestie. You understand that you have a best friend in this world, and you could tell him anything. But I think that, and this was me at one point, I think that we get so scared of God because we see him as the judge. When we see other people of faith, we see them in their judgmental aura, that when we think about God, we think that he's the same way. Like, he would rather judge me and tell me all the things I did wrong rather than help me and guide me to do what's right. And another thing is that sometimes we are so scared that God is going to undo or make us redo what we've already put so much work into. I'm going to say that again in a different way. Sometimes the life that we have right now, we don't want to take the life we have to God because we almost are sure in our minds that he's going to tell us, I need you to let all of that go. I need you to leave out of the place that you're in. I need you to move away from the things that you're doing. We don't want to hear God say, not that you're doing the wrong thing. We don't want for him to confirm what we already know. Because it's different with us. We know that in our own brains, we will know what's right. We will know that this doesn't feel good. We will know that there is something in us telling us that we're not supposed to be here, but we will still push forward because there's a tinge, there's an ounce of faith inside of us that we can make sure that this thing goes right. We can change the circumstance. It'll get better. The thing about God is that when you feel his spirit and you feel him talking to you, telling you to move forward, that's not something that you can ignore. That's not something that you can bypass or push around. That you're going to have to make a move, and you're not ready to do that. So listen, the word for today, again, is to talk to Jesus and talk to God like they're your best friend. I know that's hard for a couple of us because we're not used to having real candid conversations anyway. When we talk to our best friend and the people that we really love, we talk to them about our problems. We talk to them about sex. We talk to them about what's wrong with our money and what's wrong with our lives. We talk to them about all these things. And we gossip about other. We talk about everything. We talk about movies and shows and things like that. But we're not really talking about nothing of substance. Yeah, y'all talk about y'all problems and y'all pain, but do y'all ever talk about strategize and talk to God about how y'all about to move out of the pain? I know y'all talking about gossiping, talking about other people, but do y'all ever sit around and be like, you know what? At some point, be like, you know what? We need to pray for them, or we just need to get from around them, or we need to release talking about people in general. I know that y'all sit here and talk to each other. Y'all go out and have fun and do all these things together, and y'all besties and things like that. But do y'all actually spend time with God, talking about God together? And not no short little thing. I'm talking about giving testimony, uplifting each other, praying over each other. Do y'all do these things? See, and when you're not used to doing these things with regular people, which you're more comfortable around than God, it's gonna be really hard when you're building a relationship and a best friendship with God, because he wants you to be real with him. Listen, I don't be sitting here. Listen, I'm talking in Ebonics now. Ain't finna. That's the same way I talk to him. God, like, I don't know what the heck is going on. Like, what you doing up there? What you got going on? Or I'm like, God, I'm an idiot. I am so slow. I know you told me to do this, and I talk to him straight up. The main thing he wants, not only for you to be honest with him about what you're going through, but he really wants you to be honest about your character. So that's the one we love to give God the synopsis. Oh my God, I'm going through this. God, I just need you to help me. But God wants you to be honest with him about who you really are. See, that you are easily tempted by lust, but you don't want to say it out loud. You know that you are easily tempted to spend that money, but you don't want to say that out loud. You don't want to claim it. You know that you are easy to fall out of faith, easy to fall into anxiety, easy to fall into fornication. You know all these things about yourself, but what you choose to go to God and say, is, Lord, he just always making me feel this way, and he know I'm weak and da 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 da. God, you know that you listen. I just can't get this money together. I just can't. No. Tell God what it really is. When you start speaking to him like a best friend and being honest about where you are, being honest about the fact that you don't got it all together, and honest about where you lack, he can meet you right there. See, a lot of us go to God with problems and issues, but we're not really understanding what the root and the base of the problem is. When we really know. We know. We just don't want to say it. Talk to your best friend like he your best friend. You can say anything to him. What he gonna say? The thing about it is, you've been so used to hearing people, judge you so badly. You've been used to judging yourself badly. You've been used to not having anybody to truly understand you. And the one thing about God is he will never see you down low and use his words to push you lower. Your brain will. You will know that you just had sex and fornicated, and your mind will drive you into a hole. You a hoe. You ain't gonna never get right. You gonna be like this forever. Da, da, da. Your brain will put you into a hole. Don't ever think that's my God. Don't ever think that's your God. That's your brain. That's how you've been programmed from all your experiences. Think about yourself and think about your sin. Your God is gonna talk to you sweetly and nicely. He's going to be like, all right, now, Shania, now you know what I have planned for you. You know that this person isn't even exemplifying the fruits of the Spirit. Look at them. Look at them. Look how they're acting. Look how they're moving. This is who you want to give your body to? Listen, I told you to give your body to me. That I can sustain you. That I can fulfill you. Now, don't listen to your brain. Turn around and look at me. I still love you. I'm still here for you. I just need you to focus on me and stop being so moved by your flesh. That is how my God talks to me. I talk to me like I don't got no sense. I'm very hard on myself. I'm hard on everybody else. And so when I'm hearing these thoughts in my mind to where it's pushing me down and pushing, I'm like, nah, that's me. That's not God. And it pushes me to have more accountability, and it honestly edifies how I hear him. Sometimes you will think that these bad thoughts are from God, but they're not from God, they're from you. Listen, y'all. You can talk to God about anything. Don't hold yourself back with him. Because the more that you hold yourself back with him, you won't be honest with yourself. You won't be honest with the world. And you won't get your true healing if you're not honest about the fact that you are a sinner. About the fact that you are still long gone. No matter how much, no matter how close he done brought you, you are still pushing and you're still growing and you're still healing. Be honest with yourself about that. Be honest with him. He want to hear it. Because the moment that you really tell him, that's in the Bible. Everybody in the Bible, they're so honest. They're like, God, I'm unworthy of you. I'm of unclean lips. I'm of unclean body. God, I'm continuously doing, like Paul said, listen, what I'm supposed to do, I don't do, and what I'm not supposed to do, I'm doing. Every single one, when people were really close to God, they were super honest about the fact that they were still in their mess. That they still didn't have the full mind of God, still didn't have the full heart of God. And the reason that God told them that they did have the full heart of God was because they could be honest about the fact that they were unrighteous, about the fact that they still needed him. To have a heart after God, y'all probably like, how can God say that David had a heart after him? Because David was honest about the fact that he was still a sinner. David didn't hide the fact that he was a sinner from God. He didn't try to make anybody think that he was the best, or that he was just, no, he was fully a sinner through and through, and he let God know that. But he still sought God each and every day, and that's what makes the change inside of you. And that's what Jesus wants from you. Even though you're a sinner, even though things are overwhelming for you, be honest with him and be honest with yourself so you can get your full healing. I love y'all. Have a good day.